Hello, friends. My name is Vic Karavadikanti, and this is my story. I was born into a Christian family in India. My parents are pastors, and my father is the founder of India Evangelistic and Relief Fellowship for over 50 years. Having said all that, yeah, I was born in a Christian family and I grew up as a Christian, but yet for a long time, I lived a life not knowing Jesus. But that has changed in May 8, 1995. Yeah, it's been 30 years. 30 years ago, I made a decision. And that decision is giving my life to the Lord. So, let me tell you my story. I went to a youth camp in 1995. In that youth camp, I was the head leader for one of the evangelistic team. Our job is to take Jesus film and show that to the public. I have 30 young men in my team and 4 assistant leaders. It's going very smooth. We are still in the training part, and all of a sudden something happened. I was accused of something that I didn't do. That's right. I was accused of something that I didn't do. My words were misunderstood and I was about to be kicked off from the team. I felt alone. I felt that I was betrayed. I took backstabbing, and the root cause was the spirit of jealousy. No one stood with me, not even my close friends, nor my youth pastors. That was very hurtful and painful. And I felt like I was, betrayed. I don't know where to go. That night, after everyone had gone to sleep, I fell to my knees. I cried out to Jesus. The Jesus I had heard about all my life through my dad's preachings and teachings. When tears rolling down my eyes, I said, Jesus, if you are real, please help me. I said, all these years, I thought I have known you, but no, I never knew you. Honestly, and then innocently, I told him, Jesus, if you save me from this situation, I will serve you rest of my life. We had a deal. I cut a deal with the Lord. Okay? And I told him, please reveal yourself and save me from this situation. I prayed all night until 3 in the morning. Finally, my fellow roommate woke up and he said, Vic, if you're praying to God, if your God is real, you know what? He has already heard your prayer. You don't have to repeat that again and again. Go to bed. He said, I need to go to bed. Anyway, 3 in the morning, I went to bed. Guess what happened the next day? The camp leader, his name is Mike Raleigh, and the camp name is Teen Missions International. This took place in May 8, 1995. He called me and he said, Vic, I heard about what happened. And I know that the rumors spread that, you're going to be kicked out from the youth camp. And it seems like you are the reason and you caused it to happen. He said, here is the real story. The real story is the young teenagers that you're dealing with, 25 of them, most of them were already sent out from teen missions. They're already kicked out from the teen missions, which means they shouldn't be here in the first place. So they're here now. I am giving you an opportunity. If they reconcile with you, if you could just do something to put the team together, you still have the team and you still can stay here. If they decided to not to be in the teen missions, guess what? I'm still going to put you as a team leader to one of these teams. So don't worry about these things. Do your work. Man, that sounded like a miracle to me. You know what? The whole time that, this missionary is talking to me, I felt like Jesus was next to him and saying, hey, I kept my end. That means, are we still with the deal? You said you will serve me rest of your life. I was like, with a joyful heart, I began to serve the Lord. And I never knew that, the journey, where the journey will take me. I never preached before, and that's the year that I began to preach. My first preaching was in a Baptist church in a town called Kurnool, Andhra Pradesh, India. I don't know how many sermons that I preached. God used me all over the world, over at least 5 countries: India, Nepal, USA, Midwest, West, and Belarus, and Russia. The reason I'm telling this story, this story is kind of like almost like the God of impossibles. After that, I was 22 years old then. And then I met my beautiful wife the next year. And we've been married for 28 years. And God has blessed us with 5 wonderful and obedient children. 1 is in heaven and 4 is on earth and helping us in the ministry. What a blessed life. What a blessed journey that God has given me. Awesome journey with my loving Savior. So, where am I today? Together, my wife and I have had honor pastoring Living Hope Fellowship here in Holly, Colorado for the last 9 years. Over the years, I would say roughly 18 to 19 years, I've been pastoring in Midwest and, and now in Colorado. Again, this reminds me that, our church, we went through so many struggles, church splits, 2 major church splits, COVID-19 crisis, financial crisis, inflation, and then legal battles. In spite of all that, we are still here. If I look back, all I can see is every step of the way, Jesus was with me, and He still is. Not only our church is, here today, we are actually thriving. And that happens only through Jesus. It has to be Jesus. So it reminds me, how big our God is and how big is His plans for our lives. So here is the final conclusion. I want to encourage you. If you feel forgotten or falsely accused by people, if the life has thrown you into a corner, He feels your pain. Let me remind you, He feels your pain, He hears your prayers, and He sees your tears. Every drop that you shed, He counts it and He stores them in a bottle. These are not my words. These are from the Bible. So, brothers and sisters, dear friends, God is closer than you think, and His heart is moved by what breaks your heart. So, trust that He is working even in the silence. So if you're like me, call out to Him today, like I did that prayer that night. Simple prayer. Lord, reveal yourself to me. And I repented of my sins. And I asked Him honestly, I need your help, Jesus. He's the God who turns shame into purpose. He's the God who turns shame into purpose. Trials into testimony. Thank you for listening to my story. Have a blessed day.